Hey guys, it's Chris. Welcome back to my channel. We are in my kitchenes. Excuse the mess. But I'm going to show you today how I clean my brushes. And this is actually a new way to me on how I clean my brushes because I just got some new products. How I used to clean my brushes, I used a brush cleaner right here. This is goat's milk soap with tea tree oil. So it also is an antibacterial, conditions your brushes, that kind of stuff. I got it off one of the makeup groups. If I can find who sells these, I will post the link. It's a solid brush cleaner. Lasts me forever. And what I was using is when I ordered some Sigma brushes, I got this little teeny spa glove and I contact cemented it to this so I could hold it easier, and it worked really, really, really well. I know there's some DIYs and you can do it yourselves and all this other stuff, but Chris is lazy and I don't do DIYs, so this is what you got. Okay, so I have a lot of brushes here because I was on vacation, so I'm not going to do them all for you, but what I did get is the new Sigma brush cleaning mat. Now this says that it fits all sinks. As you can see, I have a huge kitchen sink, and for some reason, I think it means bathroom sinks because my drain is in the middle, and it should probably be up here, but I'm sure it will work because there's a little hole there to drain the water. So I'm going to test this out for you guys and see if it works any better than this little thing. I think it's just going to be a lot more convenient because with this I had to hold it in my hand, and then what I would do is just lay the brushes brush side down, so you know the ferrule's up here so it's not draining into the ferrule, on a what do you call this thing? A towel. Okay, but what I also received, let me just read you quickly a little bit about the how to cleaning brush mat. You're supposed to position it, secure it with the suction cups, wet your brushes, wash, and it says right on here, refine plus face, rinse eyes, refine plus eyes, refine, wash face, and they're all different, you know, kind of like this. They're all different textures. I find this texture right here, if this one says refine, but I find it works really good for eyes. I find the bigger nubbies work really good for face brushes, and this is what it says here. So we shall see how that works. And I was gonna get the mitt. I was debating getting the mitt for ages, and I didn't pull the trigger on it, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, and I got this instead, because this you have two hands free. You know, it's not cumbersome in one hand. You know, you've got this big mitt you got to kind of contend with. So anyway, so I'm glad that I waited, because this is basically the same thing, just in matte form, which I think is so much easier. And the thing I like about this, as opposed to DIYs, which of course will work, a lot of people use like clipboards, and they, you know, hot glue gun textures to them, and that's great, except most of the time, well, if you have a sink as big as mine, I'm going to have to hold that sucker. And again, there you go, I don't have two hands to work with. So, and the next thing I got is the Dry and Shape. This is a totally unnecessary purchase, but I really wanted it. It looks like this, and what it is the Dry and Shape. You open it up, and you put it almost looks like a brush brush wrap. And what you do is when you're done, you put your brushes in here, and it gives you kind of the Sigma brushes, you know, which brushes should go where. But it says use the tightest elastic. And they have, these elastics have like, not holes in them, but they're breathable. So, you know, it's not gonna keep your brush wet. And it says use the tightest for the best results. So, and it keeps your brushes shaped. I mean, how many times do we clean our brushes and then we go to use them and they're totally out of shape? I know I do. That happens to me all the time. And I do have the 3D HD Sigma face brush. I don't have it. That's not one that I have to wash today, but it's cool. I'm going to keep this for any Sigma brushes that I do have, but it's good to know that this is the one that I should put it in. And then what you do is I believe you fold it like this and you stand it somehow. Stand it upside down, actually, I think, because you want everything to... I thought there were 2 snaps. Oh, they are. No, there's not. Okay, I'm a little confused about how this works. Let me see if this works. No, it does not. I thought there was going to be another... Oh, it's magnetic. It does. Anyway, it snaps this way so that you can then put your brushes... And it says within 4 to 6 hours. This is for deep clean, obviously. It'll be done. I don't know if I'm going to have time to show this part to you. I'll probably show a couple of them. But let's get on to some brush cleaning with the handy dandy Sigma brush. Okay, so I'm going to use this It Cosmetics flat top kabuki brush. My brushes are so dirty right now because, like I said, I went on vacation. And these face brushes, especially these densely packed ones, are so super hard to clean. So what it says is you turn the water on. Okay, I'm trying to like not to get too much air going on, or not air, sound going on for you. And you wet the brush. You put soap. I also have this makeup shampoo stuff. You can use any sort of like kitchen soap, like a Dawn or something like that. Whatever works best for you. I wet my cleaner. And I put the brush in here. And you really don't need a lot. As you can see, I already have a ton of soap on here. And as soon as you start agitating it onto... Hey, let's move you guys down. As soon as you start agitating it onto the mat, you can see... This one was not too dirty, but you can see where it's going to clean the brush. These brushes I usually kind of go a little back and forth with. They're kind of hard to get. We have a very densely packed brush. It's hard to get into the ferrule. And then I will just, you can rinse, where's the rinse? Rinse face brush over here. Move my water. And what I like about this too is you're not putting the brush directly inside the water stream. So that's always very good. So you rinse it. I kind of just go all over, like, that's how I do it. And then I just kind of put it on my hand just to make sure that everything is nice and clean. You squeeze it out. And as you're squeezing, you make sure that there's no makeup residue coming out. Again, I'm going to just agitate this one a little more and add a little more, because with these brushes right here, they tend to get makeup deep down or deeper down than, you know, an eye brush or something like that. So do this, and then we'll agitate here, get all the soap off. Agitate. I don't know if agitate's the right word. Put it in the stream, get all the soap off. Just a little bit into the stream. Obviously, you don't want to put it directly. Squeeze it out. I can see there's still a little soap. As you can see, I'm not soaking the ferrule. So, squeeze. That looks much better. And you could do this on your towel over here. And just sort of... Now, let's see. So this, I'll try to see if this works here. Let me move you up. I don't know how people do these so professionally. Okay, so let's see if this brush fits in here. I'm assuming I have to put the end first. You guys can't even see this. Okay. This is why I don't normally move away from my computer. So I push this in and put it like that so it's nice and, oops, and I can put this part in here. Can you guys see what I'm doing? No, of course you can't, but I'll show you the end result. This brush is not going to, the handle is too thick. It's not going to fit, but there you go. So it goes like that. And then I will store it upside down, and it should be dry in 4 to 6 hours, they say. Okay, now I have a ton of brushes. I'm going to show you how I clean my Real Techniques. I do also use this, and I just use my handy dandy brush shampoo, and I just squeeze it out like you would any normal. Let's not get it on my computer. And if you could see, like any normal sponge, it's going to really soak up the soap and the makeup and everything. And I find, I don't know, with this cleaner, I find it really easy to clean these. Like oh, I'm getting my Mac all wet. Probably not a good idea. Let's move it over here, Chris. I find them very easy to clean with this soap. I have yet to find anything. I've used the XOXO soap. I have yet to find anything that cleans as well as this goat's milk soap. So I will really, really, really try to get. Okay, so I'm going to squeeze it out really good. Then I'm going to come over here and I take a paper towel and squeeze it again. Squeeze, squeeze. And there you go. Nice, clean, Real Techniques. All set, and I leave this to dry. Okay, so the next brushes I'm going to do, I'll do a couple eye brushes. This is a Jessup 219, which is supposed to be dupes for the Sigma brushes. I'm going to be doing a video on that. Yeah, because they're not exactly, I'm going to wash off my mat here with my little sprayer. They're not actually all they're cracked up to be. I'm going to be honest with you. But, okay, so here's an eye brush. I am dipping it in my, let's get you guys closer. You don't need to see me, right? Let me see here. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to dip it in this. You really, like I said, you really don't need a lot. You can already see on the soap, if it will focus. There you go. There's already like dirt on here. So this is the Wash Eyes brush. It's kind of like a crosshatch texture. And it's already clean. Like, it's really pretty crazy. This is the Rinse Eyes brush. This is the Refine. I don't quite know what refining a brush. Refine Plus Eyes. I don't really know. Sure, but this sticks really, really well. So I really like that. It doesn't move around at all. So this is, I'm rinsing my eye brush. Rinse, rinse, rinse. And cleaning it off, squeezing it out, and it is absolutely clean. White. But see how it's all splayed? So now what I'm going to do is stick it in this, and I will show you, let's say, it says use the tightest one. That just sounds weird. That's not even the tightest one, but it will work. And so there you go, right over here. So when this one dries, it will be nice and the bristles won't be all splayed out. Okay, so what I do between each is I just kind of wet this again, just kind of try to get the dirt out. Let me see, what do we have else here? Let me see if I find one that's really dirty. Really dirty. Okay, this is my Tarte Amazonian clay. This is my contour brush. I freaking love this brush. I use it for blush, contour, highlight, all three. We shall dip in here and put it in the face brush side, and it's very dirty. The water is, I mean, the soap coming out is like super, super dirty. So, and I like to do the little tip there. And then just kind of run it under the water and rinse on the face side. I will be speeding this up, you guys, because this is kind of a little ridiculous. And then you squeeze out, and I don't know if you can see, but there's no soap coming out, but I like to sort of double rinse, make sure there's no soap coming out. That's always a good thing, and there's no product coming out. So that one's all good. And sometimes I like to take a paper towel too and just sort of give it just a little squeeze. You don't want to be really rough with your brushes at all. So, but I like to just give it sort of a little squeeze and then fluff it back up. Now this side is always super hard to do because this is a really, really dense. This is what I use for my contour, to just place my contour, and it comes out really, really intense, and then I buff it out with this side here. So I'm going to rinse this. I'm going to use the soap that's already on here. And this one takes me a long time because it is, there you go, because it's so super dense, and it never really gets 100% white, no matter what I've used. Like I said, I've tried XOXO soap, don't like it, not as well as this soap. I always keep going back to this, so I hope she continues to sell this. But can you see how well this soap foams up? It's really pretty crazy. And now I'm going to rinse my face brush right here, like it says. And you should probably just like rinse until it, you know, runs clear. This is refine. I'm supposing the refine is probably where you move it from side to side. And let's see. Okay, so this is still if you saw that, no, you didn't see that. Oh my God. Okay, worst brush video ever. Sorry guys, it's my first try. But I just make sure that there's no soap left coming out, and then it's clear. And this is clean. It does not, for some reason, I think the contour stains it. It doesn't come out 100%, but that is the case. Let's do one more like super dirty eye brush. Let me see if I can find one. Let me see if I can find a super dirty eye brush. So you guys can see. I'm not finding one here, although I know these brushes are all quite dirty. Okay, we'll try this Real Techniques one. You can kind of see here. This is the, I don't know. I put my contacts in the wrong way, guys, today. So I'm just going to wet it. Wet this just a little bit. Swirl it in here. And then I got to move you guys up a little bit because I'm just not in frame. And then do the eyes over on this side where it says wash eyes. And then over here it says rinse eyes. So let's just rinse them. Rinsey, dinsey, dinsey, do. Squeeze it out. There's still some soap in it, so we will move over here. But you see how like I always have one hand free, and that's really cool. The only thing missing on this is you could really squeeze out your brushes with the mitt because it had that like jagged refining end. But with this you can't, but it doesn't really matter. And but that's kind of why, see how clean that is? That's kind of why I got the shape thing. So anyway, guys, now that my MacBook is like totally messed up, that is how I clean my brushes. So I will post a link down below on the site that you can get this makeup soap from, because it really is the best I've had so far. It really, really is. It's from an individual seller, and then I just let it dry out, that kind of thing. And oh my god, there's gonna be so much editing in this video because it was horrible. When you move me out of my element, it's a little difficult with these move around things. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey, don't forget to like, rate, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Blogger, Tumblr, all that other stuff, because I really love talking to you guys. I'll talk to you later.